Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Face the Heels. My name is Ben Cornett. This is episode 21 of Face the Heels, and this week we're going to have plenty to talk about WWE, AEW. It's been quite a week. As far as AEW goes, they had a big show on Dynamite last Wednesday night, with the Blood and Guts match. A lot of positive reviews on that. If you don't know what a Blood and Guts match is, it's a kind of like War Games. It's a 2-ring double cage match. You have group of five going up against each other. It's pretty good. Collision was Saturday night. I thought it was a pretty good show as well. Of course, we got WWE tonight. Right now, we got Monday Night Raw going on. We also have some SmackDown talk. But first, I do have a guest on here, so let me bring him in here. He's a good friend of the show, and he's a co-host of mine on NFL Edition and Let's Buck with Ben and Have At It. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Dean. Johnny, how's it going, man?
It was Raw on Peacock.
No, USA.
I don't have that then. I was wondering, why did I get a notification for it?
Oh, I sent it in the wrestling.
No, not this. I was Raw. I was wondering why. Because I have it on a list of favorites on my TV, and my TV will blink and let me know when my shows are on.
Right. Yeah. So I forgot. Yeah, you don't have cable. That's right. Yeah. So Raw's on USA. Cut the cord. Yep. A lot of people have, so nothing wrong with that. SmackDown is on Fox. Excuse me. Every Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So you can see SmackDown. If you get your local, it's on your local Fox, and then Peacock has all the premium live events, the SummerSlams, the WrestleManias, stuff like that. So yeah. So I was going to talk some stuff.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, yeah.
Who won that match with Dom?
Oh, Dom and Sami Zayn. That was Dom. Interference.
Dom won? Come on, man.
Well, Sami got distracted when Judgment Day threw Kevin Owens we're beating him up, in the rampway, and then Dominic snuck in, got the pin. So yeah. So if you want, Johnny, you can go on YouTube too. They got the highlights of Raw.
Yeah,
they
I'll probably
updated
catch it later.
10-15 minutes. So yeah, that's been okay. I mean, it's Raw. It's one of those things where it's 3 hours long, so it's hard to sit there for 3 hours for anything, really. I mean, there's not a lot of movies you can watch that are 3 hours long. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough, but it's because
it's easy to watch a movie for 3 hours because it isn't full of commercials. So 3 hours goes by pretty quick in a movie.
Oh, it definitely can. But with advertisers and everything, they're paying WWE, so it's what it is. So I prefer 2 hours myself. That's long enough for me. I don't know, maybe one day they'll go back to 2 hours. I don't know, but because of the money and advertisers, I doubt that'll happen. But yeah, we got the Bloodline feud still going. The Tribal Combat match is going to happen at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. It's official. It'll be a Tribal Combat match, which means it's anything goes. No holds barred. It's going to be like a street fight. It's pretty much what it's going to be. So
get the old Cowboys and Indians fight going on there, shooting each other with bows and arrows. Let's see some real guts and blood. I want to see some real blood and guts. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that with it was on this past
that Wednesday. Cage match. That's when we were talking about that, man. I was like, come on, man. There's been 8 matches in that ring, and there's not a lick of blood on the ring, man. I was like, oh, come on. That's nothing. That did not happen when I was growing up, man. It was like that ring was bloody, throwing sawdust on it to pick up the blood. Remember them days, man?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, of course you didn't. Okay, when you had a match with blood in it, you rarely had it, because if you kept doing it every time, it's not going to be attractive anymore. So you kept that kind of match for
You
personal
had the
feud.
right word, but you used it in the wrong context. These little superstars today don't want to end up looking like Dusty Rhodes. All right. They
Right.
don't want
Okay.
to lose their attractiveness. That's what it's all about, dude.
Well, some of them. I wouldn't say all of them. Look at John Moxley. I mean, this guy bleeds every week. Like, you know, American Red Cross loves him. So that's their favorite wrestler right there, John Moxley. So yeah, no, I mean,
The blood bank.
but what
They
I'm
should call it
saying,
the blood bank. You got the blood line now. Put the blood bank out there.
right? Yeah, right. There you go. I like that. The blood bank. No, but I mean, what I was saying though, Johnny, is that okay, you kept those kind of matches with the blood for personal feuds when it got so bad. Like, okay, this is a payoff. This is it. This is going to be do or die. That's when you saw the blood. You know, back like where Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, you know, had those kind of matches back in the day. And I don't know if you watched the recent Dark Side of the Ring with Abdullah the Butcher. Did you see that one yet?
When he's talking about what's his name?
Well, he
No,
had
he
a
was in. I watched the one where he was all involved in that the what's his name's death in Puerto Rico.
oh Bruiser Bodie.
Yeah,
Brody,
Bruiser
right?
Bodie. Yeah,
Okay, that one. But they had a new one where you know you've seen his head. I mean, it's just scars, like blood. It's tissue. Like he bleeds
yeah.
easily on scratch. But yeah, he's like a cannibal. People were afraid of him. Like, and you know, I guess it's a pretty interesting documentary on Dark Side of the Ring. It's on YouTube, so you can catch it anytime
Right.
you want. So yeah.
I actually have the Dark Side of the Ring channel.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
It does. It's the Dark Side. It's the Dark Side channel. It does pretty much everything that what is it? Spike. What's the network?
Vice. Vice.
Yeah, Vice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Vice does.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't miss
Vice.
out on that. The USA Network, I don't have. They don't have that on here covered, but I have pretty much all the other stuff.
That's fine. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, Johnny, you can go on YouTube and watch the highlights from Raw. They update them about every 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, you know, what happened tonight, like recaps, little short film of, you know, like Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark. That'll be on there. I just watched that a little bit ago after I got home from work. Becky beat Zoe, by the way, and she will fight Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. So that's official. So that match is official now. Yeah, so we're 2 weeks away from, less than 2 weeks away from SummerSlam.
You got
Saturday, August 6th. Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes documentary coming out too, right?
Yes, yeah, next Monday, a week from tonight. It'll be on Peacock, streaming exclusively on Peacock, and I'm looking forward to it. They had a premiere last week, and people said it was really, really good, really good. So, talks about his dad, talks about Cody, from growing up to, because you know he grew up in the business, he was around Dusty, so he's seen everything, and you know all the way to him making it into WWE, then leaving WWE, then coming back to WWE. So,
I just want to know if Dustin's involved in it.
I don't know. They didn't say anything about that. He might be. If he is, then they might have used either old footage of it, or they might have. I don't know if he was able to do it because he's contractually obligated with AEW right now. So I don't know how that's going to work.
But you would think, all right, it's a documentary put out by WWE, though, so that might be the contract dispute. If it was like a true documentary where it was like independent corporation coming in, then he could probably do it. Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, we'll see if he is on there. That's cool. I mean, that'd be great because, you know, he grew up with Cody, so and Dustin.
Bring out all the dirt, man. Bring it all out, man. I want to hear it. I want to hear all the dirt.
Well, they said it got in pretty deep, though, from the reports I heard. So, yeah, we could be in for a really good documentary. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. So, yeah, that's for everybody out there. That's next Monday. It'll be out on Peacock, so check it out. And they got a lot of good stuff coming out on Peacock. Oppenheimer's going to be on Peacock in a few months after its theatrical release, so it's a Universal film. So
it's no longer they're no longer doing the releases like they were. It don't come out when the Blu-ray does now. It comes out after like a month or 2 months after the Blu-ray comes out. So and with the writers and actors strike, who knows how long it'll take for it to come out.
That's true. So they got to make their money somewhere. So yeah, absolutely. But anyway, yeah. So we got that. We got SummerSlam coming up in a couple weeks. Saturday, August 6th. I'm gonna try and do a pre-show before SummerSlam. So I'll do it at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And
you're gonna try to do it, but you got the time set.
Well, that's what I'm shooting for. Okay,
Let
me rephrase. That's my goal there. So I want to try and get as many people, for the pregame. Give us predictions of who thinks going to win, what's going to happen, and then go on Peacock at 8 p.m. Eastern. Turn on SummerSlam and enjoy the show. So you'll get to see it because it's on Peacock. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, man. What else is going on, Johnny? Anything you want to talk about wrestling related?
No, I'm just here. I pick up my pointers from you, man. You're the wrestling guru right now. So
fair enough. I
wanted
to try to get Nick Rosario on the show. I sent him the link. Hopefully he'll be here. By the way, that was a good truth to be told tonight. Him and Sean Spencer talked about their idols.
You can talk about that a little bit with wrestling because a lot of wrestlers are idols of these kids and stuff. And
absolutely,
I don't like the term idol though. I mean, because the idol is like you worship an idol. I don't worship no man. Okay, but a role model or something like that, I think, is a better term.
Yeah. And one time Charles Barkley said he wasn't a role model, which, I mean, it did cause some controversy, but I do understand where he's coming from. You shouldn't have to look up to an athlete.
You shouldn't. Well, first off, if you think of yourself as a role model too much, then you're not going to be a good role model in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but anyway, just from Charles Barkley, what I was going back to was, he wants parents to be the role models, of the kids. That was his point, and
yes,
that was in the 90s. People took that really serious. Like, what? Why would you say that?
You should take it seriously. You should be. There's not enough parents today role modeling their children. I mean, they're just going through the motions and shit. The kids are like, they're finding their role models on TV and in video games and shit.
Yeah. But as far as wrestling goes, and we are a wrestling show, there are some good role models. John Cena. I mean, he's had the most Make-A-Wish requests out of anybody, even actors and sports figures. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think he's had over 500 of them.
Right.
That's incredible, man. That's dedication right there. A guy who,
that's taking the role seriously. That's taking the role model part of it seriously and going out and doing stuff with the kids and shit. I think that's essential for everybody who gets in the limelight like that.
Right. But also, Johnny, he's not, he doesn't brag about it. He doesn't, this is something he wants to do,
Yeah.
To me, that makes a big difference. And, there's not cameras on him all the time. He's done, like, for example, today, the Rock. Let's talk about The Rock. He donated a 7-figure check to the writers and actors, the lower end, actors like extras and stuff.
Right. So they can make a paycheck. Yeah.
They can have, money for groceries, pay their rent, gas in their vehicle. So, which is really cool, and Rock, that's the thing, he understands, and that's why I really respect, Dwayne Johnson, because, he works hard.
Yeah. The man, I like the hell out of Dwayne Johnson. XFL, not as much. I would have liked XFL if they had not gotten in that early season time slot for that, the early off season part. I would have enjoyed it a lot more after I've gotten over my burnout.
Yep. Yeah,
because
unfortunately,
we do these shows, and you know it. We do these shows all season long,
yeah,
and by the end of the Super Bowl season, I'm just glad to see it's over with by then. You know, and
yeah.
I certainly don't want to dive right back into football again right as soon as the season's over. I've got enough trouble keeping up with all the off-season moves and stuff, the free agencies and Black Sundays and shit like that. You know.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and that's where I think the XFL needs to go back, look at it, and say, okay, maybe let's wait a month
Yeah.
before we start football rather than jump right. Now, I get it. I understand they're trying to go with the diehard football fan that wants more football, but there's not a lot of this. They're just not. And
I think XFL and USFL need to merge because that's the right time slot. That's when I'm interested in football again.
yeah,
Just before the draft, you start getting a little bit more interested in football again, and then
right.
you have that to hold you over through the draft, and then you have that desert month in off season where there's nothing football to talk, and
Yeah,
you can relax your mind a little bit before jumping back on it again when practice,
absolutely.
which is going on, but when practices start. I think that's another thing. See, this is a great segue back to wrestling. I
Hmm.
think that's another reason
Go ahead.
why I can't watch wrestling 24/7. I go in spurts, like I'll watch for 6 or 7 weeks at a time, and then I'll just stop for a couple of weeks and shit, or a month. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, John. Yeah, I agree. I can't do it every night. I can't do it every week.
right.
I'll read up on stuff. I'll read the dirt sheets. I'll read, tweets and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Wrestling insiders, what's going on, just to keep up. But yeah, and like I said, with the segue to wrestling again, we right now it's going to be tough for him because we got preseason coming up in a couple weeks. So now football season's kicking in, and for wrestling, the ratings are going to go down again because
yeah.
we got football fans. It's football time. So WWE and AEW both need to creatively step up their game a little bit, just so they can try to keep as many viewers as they can during this stretch from
They're
September
gonna
to.
be losing viewers anyway because of streaming sites until they completely switch over to a streaming site. Because I just put out an article about the streaming sites when
Uh-huh,
8 years ago, broadcast TV was where everything was at. It was still
yeah,
there, you know. It was
right.
the streaming sites took up 40% of the audience at that time, and the rest was all broadcast. But today, well, yesterday actually, when I put the article out, the numbers were crunched again, and 80% of people who are viewing shows are viewing them on streaming sites,
Yeah,
and only 40% of or 20% of the audience now. The broadcast only has 20% audience anymore.
right. That's
So
true. Yeah, and that's why WWE a few years ago, pay-per-views are now premium live events. Good evening, Nathan. How you doing tonight, sir? By the way, Nathan Snell, great job yesterday with that press conference, that post-game press conference for the Washington
yeah, I'm glad you
Mystics. That
put
was,
that out too. That was good.
yeah, no, absolutely. Because man, this is good stuff, man. Nathan, he's definitely getting his, and he's just going to get better and better. So keep grinding, my man. Keep grinding. Um, yes, Scott, you were first. Appreciate you showing up tonight. Um, yeah, so with WWE, now it's premium live events. You could see it on Peacock for free if you got the subscription. AEW, we're hoping that they might go on Max, because they're a Warner Brothers property. So yeah, just everything. It's all streaming, and it's going to be that way, within the next decade or so. Like where it's just everything stream, no
I
over
just
the. Yeah,
it's going. I don't know how it's going to affect the streaming sites because there was a reason people streamed, to get away from them heavy bills of
right.
cable companies and
But
stuff. So
Peacock just raised their
yeah,
for $1 on for the premium, and then it's
Max
I
is
think
raising their prices. Look what
yeah,
Netflix is doing. Netflix, you can't even add a member of your family onto your site now without paying extra for it. So that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, because they got to recoup all that money they're losing because they
They've
are
been
losing money.
handing out.
Oh man. Yep. They are losing money, and but
Now, I'm not
it
going to
should,
say that I don't have 16 people on my Netflix site, but whatever.
right? I just okay.
I've had that Netflix for when Daredevil first came out on Netflix, you know, the TV show.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's when I got Netflix. So it's been quite a while since I've had Netflix. And I was one of those guys who were, I ain't going to get no damn streaming site, blah, blah, blah. And then Daredevil come on there, and I was like, and all anybody could talk about was Daredevil this and Daredevil. Every week we had another Daredevil talk chat going and shit. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I got to go get Netflix.
Yeah, no, I mean it was one of the very first streaming sites, and they've done well. But for me, and I know we'll get back to some wrestling in a second, but I was just going to say real quick that Netflix, for one, they don't do live stuff. They're not going to get into the live streaming stuff anytime soon. So,
Which is fine with me.
Yeah. Scott's got a comment here. He says Netflix, Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus, AT&T, Uverse. Okay. Yeah, we know there's streaming certs. Want to know what
I
you
don't
mean
know
by that?
nothing about the AT&T Uverse. I have that's how I watch TV now is on my Samsung Plus. It's through my TV.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't even know I had that until I cut the cable.
Mhm. Cool. Yeah, I mean, as far as wrestling goes, they right now you can catch it on. Actually, you can if you have Hulu, you can catch Raw the next day. It's still on Hulu. It's like
Right.
an hour and a half
I got
version.
Hulu, yeah.
Yeah, it's a condensed version, but you can still watch Raw the next day.
Oh, condensed version? That would make it even better for me.
Okay, yeah, well, then check
How
it out.
many of the
Yeah.
commercials are they cutting out?
Well, there's some parts. I think a match or two that does get cut out. They gotta. I think they only go an hour and a half. So, but still, they'll highlight the best stuff of the night. So, yeah, so you can still catch wrestling on Hulu. Um, Scott says I have an LG TV, which gives me a lot of free stuff. Yeah, well, they do with everything. I have Samsung too. I got the Samsung Plus. Uh, they give you a lot of
I
stuff.
love it. It's shit. You
Yeah.
got so much shit right there. You don't even. I hardly even turn to my streaming sites anymore. I'm just on this all the time, finding new stuff.
Well, Johnny, they regular TV just doesn't interest me. The only thing I watch is sports. I don't watch, TNT or USA, with Raw or TBS, but other than that, or Vice, that's it. I don't watch anything else. Like,
Vice
I'll just,
and the Top Gear channel because I'm always watching Top Gear.
yeah, you told me that yesterday. Top Gear UK, yeah, that's good.
What else?
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
got
the local news is all I watch really as far as TV stuff goes. The rest of it shows from Netflix and
right.
Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is getting better.
Yeah.
Max is getting better, and I forgot to pay the bill this month. I knew I forgot something, man.
Oh, they don't just take it out of your account. They do online. I
No, I
assume.
cleaned my account out, man. I'm
Oh,
on
okay.
disability. Remember, I had a big month this month. I had to go to Delaware and all that shit.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool.
So I clean out my account so that any of my money for commodities and groceries and shit like that doesn't get snatched up by one of these people. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, with streaming, it's popular now. So the wrestling's going that way, and hope AEW may be going that way. AEW's got a reality show right now that is on Max. So just talks about backstage stuff, wrestlers' lives and everything. So we'll probably see AEW wrestling on Max at some point. It's just right now they're with Bleacher Report as far as their pay-per-views. So I don't know how long that contract's going to last, but yeah, hopefully soon, AEW can put their stuff on Max because they are with Warner Brothers,
I'm
Universal's.
surprised at how interested people are in everybody's background stories and stuff. now that quarterbacks come out, they've already set up a season 2 for quarterbacks now. So we know
That's
it's going to be quarterbacks. So just who is it going to be though? So
Well, we talked about it, John. We know who we wanted: Justin Herbert,
yeah,
Baker Mayfield. Who else did we agree on, or was it just those two? Or I know it was
Mayfield, Herbert, and who was the other guy? It was there. I think you said Jimmy G would be interesting, but
no, I wasn't
he's
interested.
usually is.
Well, him being in Vegas, that could be interesting. I mean, yeah.
I think Washington would be interesting. Washington. I don't know which quarterback to pick out, but just Washington right now. They should be forced to do Hard Knocks this year. I'm telling you, man, I'd love to see Washington up there.
In season, yeah, that would be great. That would be really good. As we all know, it is the New York Jets for the training camp version of it. So
in wrestling,
yes,
if you could only see the story of one wrestler of all time, one wrestler, who would it be? Who would you want to see right now?
Oh, but you see, you
can only choose one.
I've seen so many of them though. I need this one. John Cena. Just because he seems like, because he's an actor now, so he's in the acting world, and he's gone from wrestler to actor.
Did he make his movie before The Rock or after The Rock? I think he was first, wasn't he? That one movie.
No, The Rock did The Mummy in 2001. John Cena's first movie was The Marine in 2004.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. The Marine, was it 2004? Okay.
Yeah, 2004.
But he was the first really good actor, I thought. Rock did a pretty good job of The Mummy. I honestly forgot about that one.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. The Rundown was pretty good.
Yeah, he had a good co-host in that too, man.
Yeah, him and Stifler there. That was great. He did Gridiron Gang. He was the coach of that.
I wasn't that impressed with Gridiron Gang. It was just another Disney thing. I did like that show he had on HBO. What was it called?
Ballers.
Ballers, yeah, that was a pretty good show.
Good show, yeah. First season,
I liked the way they incorporated real football players, like the guy from Tampa that was in there and shit.
Yeah,
the lineman. Yeah,
it was kind of like Entourage. It was an updated version of Entourage.
Yeah,
but with you've seen that show Entourage, where
I wasn't into that. I wasn't into Entourage. But if you made that about football players, I'd been watching it. So that's basically what they did with Ballers, yeah.
Yeah, so and right now everybody we're talking about, wrestlers going into acting and stuff. John Cena, The Rock, Steve Austin. You seen The Condemned? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That was his only good. Well, wait a minute. He did no, that was Goldberg. Never mind. I was thinking he did.
Universal Soldier.
Universal Soldier too.
Okay.
But Bill Goldberg's been a sneaky good actor for a long time.
Not bad.
As long as you don't have to stretch his role. You know what I mean? Don't make it too dramatic, because he's not gonna play that role very well.
Yeah, he's just limited, but that's fine.
And Stone Cold's the same way. Steve Austin's the same way. The Rock, I don't see him winning any Academy Awards anytime soon, because he's basically locked into that action star. Even though he's tried to get out of that action role a couple of times, that's all you see when you see him, though. You know what I mean? You can't help yourself.
Right. He did that. What was it? The Tooth Fairy, and then he did.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man. That was a ridiculous movie.
What was the other one?
Cena's had some fairly decent dramatic roles. That one where he played the brother, him and his brother it was a revenge thing. Still action role.
Fast 9. Jacob Tourette, Dom's brother.
No, none of the Fast movies. No, this was before that. He was a cop, and they were had to go below the border. There's three brothers. One of them was in trouble, and they had to go down there and blah blah blah.
Oh,
You know
was this the one where his brother was trying out for the wrestling team or something like that? He was kind of
no,
estranged.
he was in that was in the cartel shit and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll have to look at it.
I'll look it up again, and I'll send you the link.
Okay. Yeah, no, but yeah,
Actually, I can do that.
Cena was great in some of these movies.
I think it was actually called Brothers.
Was it called Bros? Okay.
It may have been actually.
He did some comedic movies too, where I forget the one where it was the one where he's like a parent of the daughters. They were going out for prom night and stuff. Like him and his friends, had kids that hung out together, daughters that hung out together, and then they
Holy
went to the
shit!
prom.
He's got a hell of a list of movies here, man. Yeah, the Suicide Squad. That's a good one too. He played well in that. Ferdinand. I didn't know he was in. He did a voice in Ferdinand.
Yeah, I think Brock was in a movie one time, but I think it was for like a voiceover or something. But other than that, I haven't seen him in any movies, Scott. But it's a good question. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He should be in a Predator movie, a remake of the original Predator.
Oh, who could forget Hulk Hogan, the first wrestler? Yeah, Thunder Lips from Rocky 3.
Yep. Man, Cena's been in a shitload of movies. I think he's got the Rock beat for the amount of movies he's got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'll list them. Will we list them? I'll start at the beginning.
Yeah. Start. Go for it.
The Independent, spy movie. Ferdinand. Playing with Fire. Suicide Squad. Blockers. Vacation Friends. Marine. Bumblebee. He's in Barbie.
He's in Barbie? Oh my God.
He's in Barbie. Now I gotta see it. Now I gotta watch it, damn it.
Okay, yeah.
12 rounds. The true story of WrestleMania.
12 rounds is good.
Yeah. I haven't seen the true story of WrestleMania with him.
Pretty good.
The Wall.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Legendary. Fast X. Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Sports Awards. The Reunion. That's the one I was thinking of. The Reunion. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, you got to check that one out. That's a good movie.
Wasn't he in Transformers too? I thought he was in one of the Transformers movies.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Yep, that's the one. I thought he was pretty decent in that one too. So, yeah, he's.
Well, have you seen John Cena My Life?
Yeah, that's a wrestling documentary.
Yeah, WWE.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Scott says, "As Andre the Giant was in the movies." Oh, Andre was in Princess Bride, one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Andre in that. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of these are all just. Oh, he was in Fred the movie. Okay. The Epic Journey of Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
He was in that too. John Cena was in that. Fred, he was in Fred. Oh yeah, he played the dude with the red hat, always backwards. I forgot about that. Yep. The Scooby-Doo WrestleMania movie and Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know he was in Dr. Dolittle.
And Fred too. He's been in quite a friggin' few movies, man.
All right.
Cena is charismatic as hell, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And he was in the Peacemaker as well. The Peacemaker series.
TV show, yeah.
Yeah. So
that was actually a continuation from his role in Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Wasn't one of the Von Erichs in a movie? Nope. I don't know, but I know that there's going to be a documentary movie, docu movie on the Von Erich family. Zac Efron's in it. So that's should be coming out 2024, I think. They already did the movie.
With Zac Efron in it.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch Zac Efron. He's just too pretty.
Well, did you see the one where he was Ted Bundy?
No. Was
It's on
that
Netflix.
recent one they just made?
Yeah, I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's really good. He played that role pretty well. So, yeah, you get to see a different side of Zac Efron. You know, it's not
Really
always
like
the
Scott.
be like. And he was in that other movie that just came out recently. God, I wish it was about that little girl or something that um, I don't know if she was possessed or something. And kind of a horror movie. She was like possessed or something like that. Is that
What are
Zac
we
Efron?
talking about? Cena or Zac Efron?
Oh, Zac Efron. I know
Okay.
we're going away from wrestling a little bit. I forget which. But what I'm saying is Zac Efron's done some pretty good movies lately.
Yeah.
A Firestarter. That's what it was. Firestarter, the newest one.
Oh, well, so
Not
I only started. I've started to watch that, and then I just. Are you talking about the movie or the TV series? The
the movie,
series.
the
Oh, okay. I
remake.
didn't. I didn't see that one yet.
Okay,
I was watching
yeah,
that series, and I was like, they kind of ruined it for me. Give me the old Carrie Fisher. What's her name? Firestarter, and I started to say Carrie Fisher. Um, Linda
yeah.
Blair. No, it wasn't Linda Blair either. Who was it?
Oh, Fires. Oh, Carrie. No, never. No, Carrie.
See, you did
Uh,
the same thing.
I know. I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry. Uh, yeah, but like the Big Show. He's been an actor. He was in The Water Boy. Um,
Yeah,
he had
show
his
was. Yeah,
yeah, he had his own. Been in
show's
a
been
couple.
in quite a few of them too, man.
Yeah, and then he did a show on Netflix a couple years ago where he had his own show or something. It was only one season. I forget what it was called, but that was on Netflix. Um,
I think
what
he
do we
was.
got here?
No, I'm not even over my mouth because I might be completely wrong, off base.
Oh, Batista. That's another guy we haven't talked about.
Batista's in a lot of movies, man.
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
He's supposed to be in a. Oh, he is in a DC movie too. Can't remember what name of it is though.
Right, right. But Batista's done pretty well in the acting world after wrestling.
Yeah,
Not bad, man.
found his niche because he is good in his Drax and Guardians of the
Drax. Yeah.
Galaxy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Drax is a great character.
He is.
He had a one on Amazon Prime with that one with the little girl he was like a agent or
Oh,
something.
and the last movie, the last House in the Cabin or the House in the Cabin, the House in the
Oh, that was
Woods,
a
Cabin
great
in the
movie.
Woods.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, yeah, I
He was
forgot about
really
him in
good.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That was a good movie. That was one of M. Night Shyamalan's one of his better movies I've seen lately. He had another one called Old, came out a couple years ago. That
I, s- I got it on my list, and I keep. It's one of those movies where there's something that always just interests me more when I'm looking for something to watch. I go down my list and it's there, and I go, "Oh, but this is here too," so I'll watch this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I never click on that one. What's up, Sean?
Sean Spencer, what's going on, man? We are just talking about wrestlers who went from wrestling to acting. We talked about The Rock, John Cena, Steve Austin,
Batista.
Batista, yeah, and Roddy Piper. Let's not forget that, Scott.
Oh, They Live. Yeah,
He
great
had the
movie.
best line. He had the
Best
best
fight
line
scene
ever.
ever. That was the
Yeah,
best fight scene in a movie,
yeah,
period, man.
yeah. I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all
Yeah,
out of bubblegum. They Live is a classic, dude. Like,
that is.
if you've
Damn,
never
I might
seen it,
have to go look that up tonight and watch it again, thinking about
watch
it.
it. That's a classic. For
I
anybody
just
else,
watched it like a couple of months ago too, man, because that's why I know right where it's at because I just watched it a couple of months ago again. It,
yeah,
it holds it holds it holds the test of time, man. Jesse
yep,
Ventura in Predator was really fucking good. Yes.
he was. Yeah. Oh yeah. He says right there. Let's
Billy
put that up
Bear.
there.
And then Jesse and Billy Bear always arguing with each other,
Yeah.
spitting
I
it
ain't got
back on
time.
Apollo
I ain't
Creed's feet.
Yeah, I ain't got time to bleed. Yeah, man. I loved how he had that gun from the helicopter that he used that.
Let's say you had to remake the original Predator all over using only wrestlers. Who is your
That's a big question.
Schwarzenegger? I
honestly,
can't take it back because I already said it a minute ago when Scott was saying something about him, but I'd go Brock. I can't
yeah,
take it back.
Brock would be good as the leader. I can't say Cena. He's just too nice.
No,
I don't think
Cena would be my, believe it or not, he'd be the guy, he'd play the character that Apollo Creed played.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
But
that's right.
who's going to take Jesse Ventura now? Who's going to take his spot? And then we got to have somebody for Billy Bear.
Current wrestler. Ooh, man, that could play Jesse Ventura. No, this is good. I like this, Johnny. This
Kevin
is
Nash
very
would have been good too.
Oh, come on. You know who I think would be a good Ventura? John Moxley.
You think?
He's got that attitude, like that don't give a shit attitude.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to imagine somebody that looks like him, but the attitude, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Now you're saying Billy Bear. That's another good one. I'm trying to think. Oh,
Native
man,
American. You ain't gonna find another. There's no Native Americans in wrestling right
Yeah.
now, so
No, not really.
maybe
No.
go back to Wahoo McDaniels.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe well, he's not Native American. He's
I
actually
know.
Batista. Batista could play that role kind of, but he's not Native American. I get it, but
I think he's a little bit too bulky, man. You have to have somebody tall. Yeah. I'm looking at Kevin Nash sitting there, man. No, you can't do that now.
He's too old.
You can't put old actors in there.
Right. Yeah.
God,
that's a great question.
Man, Kevin Nash would have been great though. Him and that would have been perfect. That would have been your perfect duo there with the guy that who were we just talking about? Ventura, the guy that Ventura played.
Yeah,
that would have been Kevin Nash would have been great as him, and then I just went brain dead. Roddy Piper would have been good, but we're talking about old guys now. I'm trying to think of young guys.
Yeah. What about Roman Reigns? You got to put him in the Billy Bear part, right?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
No, I hate Roman Reigns, but I would.
I know.
I wasn't a big fan of Jesse Ventura when he was wrestling either. So what the hell?
Yeah. No, I mean,
I became a fan of Jesse Ventura after that movie.
Oh yeah. He was.
So that might bring Roman Reigns to the front. Help him out.
There you go. So everybody out there watching, we are just naming current wrestlers that can do a remake of Predator. Now, I don't think it would be as good as the original. The original was badass. Now Predator 2 was.
Oh wow, I could see The Rock playing Billy Bear.
Could you?
Hell yeah.
He's too. Well, yeah. I mean, he's got the personality. I'm just thinking.
He's got the build. He's perfect for it. I mean, he'd have to lose a little muscle mass, but still.
Well, yeah, but all these guys were, just bulked up. Well, not all of them, but most of them were. Carl Weathers was too. I mean, he was.
I was originally thinking of putting The Rock and Carl Weathers a spot, but then.
Well, no, that would be a good spot though. That would be a pretty.
So it would be a great spot for Triple H too, though.
Yeah, Triple H.
Because Triple H is a bit of a dick,
Yeah.
Put him in that spot.
I'm just trying to think of some different wrestlers in today's crop that there's not really.
Yeah, there's no correlation today, man. You physical stature, they're all kind of different.
Well, Cody Rhodes. This is an interesting one. He could.
Ooh, there you go.
You could play one of
Cody,
the soldiers.
because I think he's got. Oh, wait a minute. My favorite actor, excuse me, wrestler. My favorite wrestler was the guy who, what's his damn name? Ah, shit.
What does he look like?
I told you a couple of times. He reminds me of. Never mind. I can't even say his name. Jesus, I hate brain lock. The guy who came out like dressed like the Joker.
Oh,
for
Seth
Hollywood.
Rollins. Yeah,
Seth
Seth
Rollins. Yes, gotta have him in there, man.
Yeah, but you have to be more serious. He can't be too comedic, though. You know, he'd be. Who would he be, though?
I think he could play any role, man. Because he's got that.
Yeah,
I think I honestly think that's your next WWE guy to go to movies right there, Seth Rollins.
okay. But would he be good in Predator, though? That's the thing. I see him more
as in Predator. There was a smaller dude. I can't remember his name. Seth Rollins ain't really small, but he's smaller than those other guys we was just naming.
Yeah, that's true.
The radio guy. What was his name?
You know, the one in Predator?
Yeah.
The radio guy.
Yeah. He wasn't a big guy, but he was badass, dude. Remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cheat and go on Google. Let me look it up real quick. Because you got me interested here, Johnny. You came up with a very good topic tonight. I would never have come up with. Like, let's see. Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
Oh,
by the way, it is on Max right now. If you want to watch Predator again, it is on.
I just told you I didn't have Max right now. Billy Duke, Mac. He would have. I don't know. Could he play Mac?
Oh, Mac is a good character.
Oh, Richard Chavez. That's who he could play. Poncho.
Poncho? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you had Shane Black as Hawkins. That could be your CM Punk.
Ooh, CM Punk. Yeah, he would be good in one of those characters. I could see that. Yeah, Carl Weathers' character is Dylan, by the way. Hawkins.
Yeah.
That I could see Seth being a Hawkins.
No, I'd put CM Punk as Hawkins. I'd make Seth Richard Poncho.
Making Poncho. Okay.
Yeah.
But who would be Matt? Who would be Matt?
That's what I'm staring at right now. Who's going to take Mac's spot? Your guy. What's his name? He's one of the big WWE stars right now.
Roman?
No.
Cody.
He's a good guy. Black. Fuck's sakes. I don't want to open up another link.
Bobby Lashley, maybe?
Lashley, yes. Lashley.
I could see that. Cody Rhodes, Sean Spencer. What's up, man? Yeah, we're just trying to figure out current wrestlers. If you're just tuning in, current wrestlers that can play in a Predator remake. Because you had Jesse Ventura in Predator. He was Blaine. So we're trying to think of all wrestlers. We got
Lesnar as in Schwarzenegger's plot. Dutch,
yeah.
Carl Weathers. Hey, put Roman as Carl Weathers, dude.
Yeah, because he could be I thought I had him as a Billy Bear, though.
Oh, Roman, yeah. Yeah, that would work better. Much better. Yeah. Who was going to be Carl Weathers in this movie?
That's a good question.
He's older.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, good God, man. one of the older guys pushing the young kids, man. He hardly. I don't even see him wrestle anymore. But he was in that the what was it, Hell in the Cell?
Oh, are you talking about Undertaker?
Booker T.
Booker T.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on NXT doing commentary. Yeah,
I don't
you
care.
could.
Put him as Carl Weathers. That would be great. Dylan, the Dylan
Yeah.
role.
Okay.
Who's going to play Anna? We've already filled out everybody else.
Zelina Vega. I can't think of anything else.
There you go. All right, we have made a new Predator movie.
Sucker. Can you dig it, sucker?
Who's going to be the Predator?
That's the thing. Oh, you know what I think about? Kevin Owens could have been one of the soldiers.
We could make Kevin Owens the Predator. Just put him in the dude. He don't have a whole big role to work with. All he has to do is go. Argh! That's pretty much all he does anyway.
I don't know. Finn Balor, because he plays the.
He got the moves. He's got more moves than yeah, you're right.
Finn Balor, yeah, the Demon. He plays the Demon. Why not put him as Predator? That would be good.
Yep, good one.
Predator
now we have filled out the Predator role.
Okay. Now he would be smaller because the guy that played Predator, Kevin Peter Hall, the late Kevin Peter Hall, he was 7 foot tall, so something like that, like 6'10", 6
Was
foot.
he really? I think they still him up, man, for 7 foot.
Okay. Well, he also played Harry in Harry and the Hendersons. So yeah, he played those, those roles where he dressed up and everything. So, but yeah, that's pretty. Scott Taylor's like Steven Jackson as the Predator. No, I got one for you, Derrick Henry. That would be
what the fuck?
What's up?
Oh, the Predator. I got the wrong movie. Although that was a good movie too. I liked it.
That was the Hulu movie, right? The Predator.
Yeah. No. The Hulu movie is the Native American one. The Predator came out in theaters, and then there's Predator, just plain Predator.
Yeah,
which was okay, but I liked the Predator. That was a really good movie where they were dropped off on the Predator's world.
Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, you know what? It just came to my head. I'm gonna switch out CM Punk for Hawkins. You know who I'd put in Hawkins? Randy Orton.
Is he still wrestling?
Well, he's on the injured list right now, but his personality, the Viper, Randy Orton, that kind of like tone, that low tone kind of, badass kind of.
Once again, CM Punk is pushed out.
I know, but I was thinking, Randy Orton, he has to be in this remake. There has to be a spot for him because he's just. Well, no, you could put him as Predator, maybe. Maybe you could.
He has the moves.
He has the moves.
And the body type.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep Sam Punk as Hawkins. Then we're gonna put, instead of Finn Balor, sorry Finn Balor, no disrespect, we're gonna put Randy Orton as a little taller, lengthier, and he's got the moves. He's got that attitude, that quiet assassin, like killer type. Like, that'd be great. That's good. We got it. Okay, so Johnny Dean, we'll go over the list. We have Randy Orton as Predator. We have Brock Lesnar as Dutch. We have Booker T as Dylan. We got.
I think that's the best matchup right there. Booker T as Dylan, man.
Yeah, and we got Roman Reigns as Billy Bear. We have, who do we say we had as Blaine?
Blaine. Oh, that was Jesse.
Batista, maybe? Was it Batista?
I don't even think we mentioned Batista in it, but that would work.
Or John Cena. Was it John Cena that we mentioned?
Cena would make a good one there.
A good Blaine, yeah. Son Spencer to be great in the movie.
Who did I forgot who I made Poncho.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Son of a bitch. I thought that was a great role for it. Come on.
All right, I'm going to write this.
I should have wrote this shit down too.
Yeah, I'm writing this down too.
Dutch is Lesnar. Booker T is Dylan. We'll skip the Predator for right now. Who was Anna? I forgot who you said for Anna.
I put Zelina Vega. That was the first name that came to my mind. Yeah. Let's see. So we had
Mac was Bobby Lashley. Jesse Ventura. Who was Blaine? Damn it. Oh, we had a perfect one for him too, and I can't remember who the hell he said.
I know. Well, let me get the ones that I do remember. We got Randy Orton as Predator. We got CM Punk as Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else do we? Batista
or General Phillips. Any old fart can be General Phillips. Let's make Ric Flair General Phillips.
Oh, there you go. I like that. Okay.
Billy was Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Billy Bear. We just got to come up with Blaine.
Blaine and Poncho. I can't remember who the fuck we had for Poncho, man.
You're going to hate me for this one. What about Dominic as Poncho?
No, absolutely not. Poncho is one of the coolest fuckers there, man. Absolutely not.
Okay, never mind. Forget what I said.
We might just have to go back and get the original Poncho, Richard Chavez, to play that part.
Who was Seth Rollins? Was he Poncho?
Seth Rollins was Billy.
No, I had.
Seth Rollins. Yeah, that's who Poncho was. You're right.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah,
okay,
so
now Blaine. I'll go with Cena.
As Blaine?
I can see that.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's who we had, though.
I thought, where was Batista?
Somebody who we wouldn't be surprised at spitting on somebody's feet.
Or was it The Rock as Blaine?
Oh, The Rock would have been a good Blaine, too.
I kind of disagreed with that one. I thought it was Cena or Batista as Blaine. I'm leaning toward more Batista, though.
Batista, yeah. Okay, let's go with Batista.
Yeah. Okay, so Batista's
got a lockdown?
Pretty much, yes. So, okay, so here it is. Got it written down. It is
got Ric Flair in there, General Phillips.
Yep, I already put that one in there. Brock Lesnar as Dutch, Booker T as Dylan, Bobby Lashley as Mac, Randy Orton as the Predator. I think that's perfect. CM Punk as Hawkins, Roman Reigns as Billy Bear, even though he's not Native American, but he is Samoan. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be
Native American.
Technically, yes, a Native. Yeah. Ric Flair as General Phillips. We got Seth Rollins as Poncho, and we got Batista as Blaine. There we go.
All right, let's write this movie up, man. I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see this movie now.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Especially we can all. Oh yeah. Zelina Vega too. I forgot to put her down as. What was her name in the movie?
Anna.
Maria? Anna. That's right. Anna. Yes. Yep. And it's funny that she's the only one that actually saw the Predator, the actual Predator.
Yep.
So that guys, first of all, if you've never seen Predator, if you're over 30 and never seen Predator, you lose your man card automatically.
Absolutely.
If you're under 30 and you haven't seen it, if you have Max, go watch it. Classic badass movie, 1987. Doesn't get any better than that. So, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this one up for tonight. But man, this was a fun episode. It is a little different, but it was unique. I like different because we were spitballing, wrestlers becoming actors and everything. So good stuff, Mr. Johnny Dean. You got a show tomorrow night, right? Tales from the Driver's Side.
Tales from the Driver's Side with me and Sean Spencer. I think we're going. I don't know. I haven't talked to Sean yet, but I think we're going to go a little bit later.
Okay.
We were trying to start it right at 9. I think we'll go around 9:30 or 10. Ben Cornette time.
Right. And then NFL edition, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. As you know, for me, that's always an hour after that. So I'll try not to be late. Sorry. And then Have At It every Friday nights, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And probably in the next couple weeks, we'll do another episode of Let's Buck with Ben, episode 5. So training camps will be kicking off. There's
a lot of stuff going on in training camp already, man.
Yeah, so maybe I'll try and get a show in this weekend. I'll stay tuned for the details for that. So everybody, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time on Face the Heels. Have a good night, everybody.